What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be focusing on what makes Buakaw so crazy dangerous. What is the secret weapon that he has that makes him obliterate pretty much all the other fighters at his weight class? That is what we're talking about today. To start out this episode, I would like to take a moment and thank the sponsor, XMartial. I love the gear I'm rocking today. These shorts, just to me, scream Miami. We've got a flamingo down there, the pink, bright colors, just so fun. These rash guards, this is actually a custom made one for me. This one has me on the back, but they have so many other cool ones, so you can head over to xmartial.com, which will be in the description below, and use that promo code Gabriel Varga to save 10%. The shorts, the crazy patterns and variety they have on them, they are so much fun. You're gonna find something you absolutely love there. First thing I want to address before we get to the actual content is every time I do a video on Buakaw, somebody types in the comments, "You're pronouncing his name wrong. What are you doing?" And I'm pronouncing it, yes, Buakaw. And they're like, no. But you can actually go to one of the Buakaw videos where he introduces himself and he says Buakaw. And then when I was over there, that's how he said it. So maybe I'm saying it wrong, but probably better chance that the guys out there who are misunderstanding how to pronounce his name are actually saying it wrong. But either way, we both know who we're talking about. So that's the main thing. Now, when we look at fighters, when we look at elite, crazy high-level fighters, it's good for us to be able to go, what makes this person so fantastic? And when we talk about somebody like Buakaw, we have to look at basically what is the secret weapon that he has that allows him to dissect, pick apart all his opponents, or most of his opponents, because he has had some guys who have beaten him, and he does have some guys, especially in K1 Max, who consistently gave him hard fights. So it's not that he's indestructible, or he can't be beaten, but is that most people can't deal with this one secret weapon that he has. And us being able to understand what it is will help us not only try out this same technique, or a number of techniques actually, ourselves, but actually learn how to deal with it or what it might be if somebody else is coming at us with that same technique. And that's a big, massive part of fight sports, and being able to analyze people is be able to use it offensively, but also be able to understand what people are doing so you can defend against it. So the techniques that I look and go, wow, this is Buakaw's massive secret to winning his fights, it is his left leg. The left leg, which just keeps coming and coming and coming, but there's way more to it than just a left round kick. Many people, when you talk to them, they go, yes, it's Buakaw's left round kick that makes him so exceptional. That is very, very limited, very short-sighted. When I watch him, I go, it's not the left round kick. It's the number of ways which he can throw the left round kick to the body. It's the number of ways which he executes the left front kick. And it's the number of ways which he can execute the left knee. His secret weapon, to me, if you were to put it into a nutshell, is this one leg. This one leg causes so much trouble for his opponents. But we can't just go, okay, I'm gonna go to the bag and practice just throwing 1,000 kicks and 1,000 knees, and yes, I'll be able to utilize this like Buakaw. No, we need to understand exactly what he's doing and exactly what makes that left leg of his unique. So we're gonna first go through round kicks, and then we're gonna go through front kicks, and then we're gonna go through knees, and then hopefully by the end of all that, you're gonna understand why this is so dangerous and what changes you can make to your own style to try and replicate exactly what he is doing. Very first thing, I've talked about this recently actually on Icy Mike's channel. When you throw a round kick, it can come from two different angles. Even if you're throwing at the exact same level, it can come across, so when you hit your opponent, it knocks them sideways, or instead of finishing with an almost straight leg, it can come up slightly bent. This means that instead of the impact hitting the arm, it's actually coming more to the front of the body. The reason this is so dangerous when Buakaw executes is he can use different ranges on the same technique, and his opponents don't necessarily have the ability to use the exact same block for what appears to be the same kick. One time, they might just put their arms across like this, and it works. They block it. But the next time it might come up the middle and hit them here, and all of a sudden they're taking impact on one arm, which you don't want. You want two arms taking impact, especially when you have somebody who kicks as fast and hard as this guy. So when we see a kick come, it can come up either finish with a straight leg, or it can come up and finish with a bent leg. The bent leg is going to thrust the opponent back and ultimately stop them in their tracks. As they progress forward, you can jam them, or if they're stationary, you can knock them to the side. We could get into so many reasons why that left round kick of his is phenomenal. I actually already have a video up there, which you can refer to for more points. But really, to me, it's his ability to throw the same technique at different distances and to throw the same technique and come at different angles. Those two things make that one kick so hard to deal with. But that's only one technique so far. Now we have to move into what makes his teep, what makes that front kick so dangerous. Number one, again, he can throw at multiple ranges. Somebody rushes towards him, he keeps his hands very high, he'll protect his head, he'll bring his knee very tight to his chest, and he'll stop them from a relatively close distance. Just stop, stop. If they're further away and he wants to use this offensively or to just control the fight pace, he'll stretch it out. He'll stretch it out, and he really gets a big push of this hip forward, and he can land from such a long range because his hips look like they're extremely high, and he does have lengthy legs. So once again, it's this ability to use the same technique from tight, jamming his opponent, or when they settle in and they think they're outside of punch range, then long teeps coming. And he can also use this left leg to throw that Thai side kick, where instead of coming here, he turns the leg over and he gets that extra few inches. Again, I will put a link up here so you can refer and learn exactly how to throw that kick. That's not what this episode is about. And now we look at his knees. Again, off the same leg. What I really like about him and his ability to utilize this is his ability to cover distance, or if somebody rushes him, to use this left leg to clinch them and throw those big knees. But if they're far away, he'll post up his arms, he'll either step in or skip in, he'll stop them so they can't get those punches off, and he'll attack, or they rush him, he'll put his hands up and he'll defend. Either way, we have three techniques off the same leg, all at different ranges. And this to me is the thing that makes him so dangerous. It is his secret weapon, being able to throw these amazing skip techniques, front kick, knee, round kick, all off the same leg, very similar ways, but all at different ranges, whether the person is staying stationary and he's being offensive, or whether he is back here, he's standing his ground and he's being defensive. And he does small little adjustments to his techniques to be able to use them in those different ways. Quick recap: front kick, pull a little tighter, jam them. If he wants to go longer, he'll poke his hip out and he'll really reach. If he's using his round kick and somebody rushes in, leg comes bent when it lands, so people rush in to that shin. If they're further away, he can elongate, go on the attack, get more distance. If he's throwing his knees, he does his fast little skip, he closes distance, and he comes in really long. If they run into him, he can jam them up, post up those arms, deal with the techniques, knee them, and then clinch them up. If you want to have that ability to have crazy skills like Buakaw, left leg, on point from so many different ranges, and keep in mind, this doesn't mean this is all he has. It's not kind of like when we see guys in the past like Yotsenkai who would throw this one kick over and then mix in a cross occasionally and come with that round kick again and again and again. It was like that was his massive scary weapon. Yes, in Buakaw this is scary, and it's a crazy weapon that he has, but he has everything off his right leg. He has his hands, which are pretty dangerous too. This is just one piece of this massive puzzle, but to me, it is the scariest thing. If I was fighting him, I would be going this leg. We got to shut this leg down somehow, because he will annihilate me with it if I don't have an answer on how to control that range and be able to understand he can throw from all these different positions according to length. This is what I think makes him so dangerous. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more on Buakaw, more about, in my mind, what makes him so amazing, refer to the link up there, 5 things that make this guy so exceptional. If you haven't already, please join the channel and get subscribed. As always, guys, train hard. I will see you back here soon for another video.